We're going to talk about the mole. It's the fundamental SI unit for the amount of a substance. But before we do that, let's talk about some other similar types of units that we use for things that are much more in our regular everyday use. When you talk about a pair of objects, you're talking about having two of them, a pair of shoes. Talk about a dozen, you've got 12 of them. Maybe you've heard of a baker's dozen, which means you've got 13 items of whatever it is that you're talking about. A gross is a dozen, or 144. You might have a gross of pencils, for example. Some of you may have heard of a score. A score is 20. 7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation. Is what Abraham Lincoln said in his Gettysburg Address. So 7, 4 times 20 is 80, plus 7 is 87. So if you add 87 to 1776, you get 1863, and that's when the Gettysburg Address took place. Those are all numbers to talk about a group or quantity of objects, and that's fine in this macro world. But when we get down to the atomic world, we're talking about very, very small objects. And so to talk about 2 atoms or a dozen atoms or molecules isn't going to do us any good. What we need is a much larger way of talking about them, and that's the mole. And the mole has an abbreviation of MOL. It's not much of an abbreviation, just like you lost one letter, but that's what it is. And what the mole is going to be defined as, it's going to be 6.022140076 times 10 to the 23rd of whatever it is that you have. It could be atoms, or molecules, or electrons, or ions, or protons, or neutrons, or pennies, or pencils, or whatever. A mole is 6.022140076 times 10 to the 23rd of those objects. Most of the time, we only need to carry this out in 4 sig figs. But if you need more of that, that's what it's going to be. So the mole is the fundamental SI unit of amount of substance. It's equal to 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd of whatever it is that you're talking about. And that is referred to as Avogadro's number. Avogadro did not come up with the number, but we've named this number in honor of him for his work. Avogadro's law that said that equal volumes of gases at the same pressure and temperature will contain equal amounts or number of particles. And so from that, to honor him, we have called this number Avogadro's number.